In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about how to make inferences, which is basically saying you're going to make a prediction or draw a conclusion based on the data that you have, particularly based on the sample set of data that you have. So, take a look at some techniques that we use. Pretty much what we're always going to do is expand a sample to be representative of a population. So, for example, if I'm asked to find sort of what's the average age of a group of people, what I'm going to do is find what's the average of my data set. So if I had numbers like, oh, what's 5? Somebody's 5, somebody's 3, somebody's 8. And somebody's 2. I'm going to add those together, say 8, 16, 18. And then I'm going to divide by 4. So I'm going to get an average age being 4.5. Therefore, I'm going to say that the average age of a particular population would be 4.5. Okay, so just an example of that. So the average of my data set, which is when I add them up, divide by the number that there are for the sample set, will also be that of my population. Other times, I'm going to use a proportion. So for example, if I say, well, 3 out of 10 people are above the age of 55, and let's say I'm dealing with 100 people, therefore I'm going to figure out what percentage or what proportion, how many families or how many people would be above the age of 55 given 100 people. So then I would say that there would be about 30 people that would be above that age. Once again, it's a prediction. It's not 100% accurate. It might actually be 32 people, for example. But it gives me a rough idea based off my data. If I have good data, if I have a good data set, then that should be what I have. So hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully this has been simple enough. A lot of this has been stuff we've been talking about already, but just applying in a more specific manner.